Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA is currently following the scenario that we discussed in the previous video. I explained to you that we are in both scenarios short term looking for a higher B wave, and then we have a white and the yellow count, and we've literally only just now entered the target area for the yellow B wave. I shared with you that it's a little bit uncertain how exactly this pattern in detail is going to evolve, but that we're probably dealing here with this smaller ABC structure. Maybe the B wave, it could have formed a triangle, but it didn't end up as a triangle, so probably the B wave has to be counted here, but that wouldn't have changed the direction. Yeah, it would have literally just changed the targets a little bit, because you calculate the targets for wave C based on the end of the B wave. And had the triangle finished here somewhere, I would have needed to recalculate targets, but it is not a triangle. Okay, so we therefore look at the normal B wave, but it doesn't change the count. It just changes the beginning, or well, I think it hasn't even changed it because the targets were measured of that low anyway. So yeah, scenarios unchanged from the previous video. It literally depends on now how high do we actually go. So short-term trend is up in what I would consider a more corrective structure, but the bias was already, let's say the analysis already suggested short-term upside. Why and how and what's going on? So looking for the same structure still. The assumption is currently that a third wave topped on the 9th of December. We have two wave counts. In the yellow wave count, which is currently the primary scenario, which told us that we have to expect short-term a little higher. WXY structure in the Y wave, then an ABC structure. Yeah, this is sort of what I already explained to you as primary scenario. We expected short-term upside, and then I highlighted to you, yeah, at some point then, ideally C wave down, but it takes a break below 54 cents to really confirm that the C wave down has started. And then there's the white structure, ABC. In this scenario, the B wave is an ABC structure and could even go a little higher than the yellow B wave. So literally the question is, how high do we go now? We'll see that, probably tomorrow we'll have an answer, but I can give you some levels. So we talked about initial targets here for the yellow C wave. 64.6 cents reached. Next one is at 66.6, then 67.9, 69 and 70 cents. They are just the next levels to watch. Let's see if we see a reaction there. If not, then I would start to rule out yellow and then shift my focus to white, which allows the price to go a little higher. And it could actually go, I think we looked at that in the last video, easily to the 1.38 retracement at 71 cents. Doesn't change much. Above that level, I would need to rethink the structure. So would then need to think, is maybe this wave 4 already in? It would be unusual, and I wouldn't focus on that right now without further evidence, because it would mean that we've had a running flat structure, which is already an unusual structure, and then within the running flat, possibly a WXY, which is also less likely or at least unreliable. So I would need to see further evidence for that. Until then, we're literally only just now moving into the target area. So from a directional point of view, it's doing what it was supposed to be doing. And now we just need to observe these resistances. They act as pivots. If the price breaks above the pivot, then we know that we're probably, well, it could then be that we're already in the fifth wave to the upside, which would be quite bullish. But yeah, I don't primarily look for it, because the wave 4, the way it is now, it would have been extremely shallow compared to the wave 2, which bottomed in September. Yeah, and that's it about ADA. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.